We got a big update about the trucking situation because people all are like, oh, the trucking boycott is over. It's whatever. People are making fun of truck drivers. People are saying that this is fizzling out. But let's show you some of the real numbers. Some of the truckers are giving out their stories. And by the way, you should not be laughing at truckers. Truckers are the backbone of our economy. Okay, it's nothing to laugh at. We have a very lousy rail system. And basically all the goods that you see, all the stuff that you buy and shop online and in store are done by truckers. Not to mention, we have a huge trucking shortage of 80 to 90,000 drivers. So we need truckers more than ever before. And truckers right now are sick and tired of what's happening in New York City, and they are boycotting New York right now because of the whole Trump trial. So check this out. We got a tweet on X. Says it's still too early to tell, but they have been told right now that in New Jersey and New York, there are a lot more available loads for drivers. So a lot of truckers are going on X and expressing their opinion and their take on it and their evidence, basically. So if you go to New York, New Jersey, there's usually like a 1-to-1 ratio, right? There's usually just enough loads for this many truckers. But for some reason, we're actually seeing way more loads than truck drivers. Some even say it's like a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 ratio. And a lot of brokers and a lot of shipping agencies are offering people an extra $2,000 to $3,000 to ship to New York City. A few years back in Colorado, there were also a massive truckers boycott. 12% of truckers boycotted Colorado, got Colorado on its knees within a few weeks. This time, there's about 20% of truckers that are boycotting New York City. And New York right now is not in any position to resist. We're going to be seeing more of these loads being boycotted and refuse to be shipped to New York City. Not to mention, New York is a very difficult place for truck drivers. It's very anti-semi-truck, anti-truck driver. There's tolls everywhere, NYPD everywhere, traffic is heavy. It's so hard to get these trucks, even near the city. It takes like a whole day, right? Now, there's two types of truckers right now. Trucker number one is they're boycotting New York City, refusing loads. And trucker number two is they don't care about the politics side, and it's cool. Respect for anyone who wants to make money, and they're getting paid way more to ship to New York City, which is a win-win for everyone because now everything's more expensive in New York. They are really amping up the boycott here. And if you also look at this trucker, he says about the same thing. Many of these truck drivers have all about the same stories, which means that many of the information they provide is real. This trucker driver is saying that many brokers, many shipping agencies are offering people a lot more money to ship to New York City, right? Some are adding in like an extra 10% on whatever. Some people are adding in $2,000 to $3,000. Now, he's saying that obviously there's a lot of truck drivers that don't care about the political stuff, and they're still shipped to New York City, but at a much higher price. He's also saying that don't be messing around with truckers. Like, these guys are the backbone of our whole entire nation's logistics. There's about 355,000 truck drivers, and many of them are independent. They're not chained to any company or broker. They are free to do whatever they want. And by the way, with a trucker shortage of 80,000 people and about 200,000 by the end of this decade, I don't think people are replacing these truckers. They don't want to ship to New York City? Fine. They don't ship to New York City. They're not going to lose their jobs. In fact, there are so many jobs out there for truckers. It's a very difficult career and people get burned out easily. And the reason why many trucker drivers are very mad about this whole situation is the whole Donald Trump case. Even celebrity investors like Grant Cardone and Kevin Leary have all said that this is like something you see at a banana republic, right? This is something that you see in Venezuela. This is not something you should be seeing in America. So what happened with Trump was he has like a nice skyscraper. He takes out a loan using the building as collateral with the help of a small regional bank. The bank wanted to work with Donald Trump. There was nothing wrong with that. End of the story. It should not have even escalated. People have been saying that this is basically like very politically driven. And New York judge denies Trump $100 million bond offer for a stay of civil fraud judgment. In other words, Trump didn't really do anything wrong. In fact, it spooked so many of the New York City investors that the New York governor had to come out and assure other businesses and investors that this was just a Trump thing. That does not instill any confidence. You already have $1 trillion to $2 trillion, in fact, leaking out of New York City. You already have a big celebrity investor like Grant Cardone leaving. They don't want to stay here anymore, especially with the whole sanctuary status right now. It's not looking good for New York City at all. And right now, New York is going broke. I don't think they can handle a wave of investors leaving New York City and also a massive truckers boycott. The trucker boycott is real, guys. This is not something to sneeze at or joke around with. And more people are boycotting New York City. Many truckers, hey, they're done. And loads are empty right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment below and see you later.